What's up guys, this is the brand new Yadea Trooper 1 electric bike. Today we're gonna get it unboxed, we're gonna talk about all the specs, and we're gonna head out on a ride. Without further ado, let's get this baby unboxed. Okay. Thank you, Reed. That is how we unbox bikes around here. The rest is nice and easy once you cut the corner off. Let's check this thing out. This thing is supposed to be really sweet. I think it looks cool. Okay, that's full of tools. That's all you need. Supposedly this only takes 15 minutes to get unboxed. So we're gonna set a timer and we're gonna see if we can do it in 14 minutes. What do you think, guys?
Sounds great.
Okay, here we go. That was easy. Look, it's done. It seriously has both wheels on. Wow. That's the first e-bike we've unboxed with both wheels already on, which is super sweet. Look at the size of that. That's pretty sick.
Sick looking.
Yeah. The Trooper 1 full suspension. We've got a hub-driven motor, 750 watts. I actually love hub-driven motors because they're silent when you ride. There's no chain noise. You can just hit that throttle and go. Okay, let's put this together and then we'll go over all the specs. First thing we do when we unbox new bikes is we want to get that battery charging as quick as possible. I think the charger is down under here in sort of the battery compartment. There it is. So there is our charger, and the battery comes in this separate box right here. So it's 48-volt battery. So we're gonna go take this in the garage, get it plugged in, and then we'll come back and get the bike put together. They include everything you need to build the bike. We've got our pedals here, and we've got all of our Allen wrenches to be able to put the handlebar on, wrench to put the pedals on, and then they even give you a double-sided screwdriver.
It has these awesome connectors, just like our Talaria Stings, which is awesome. They're waterproof. I'll have to figure out which one plugs in where, though. They're both red. Probably says on them.
Lance, you putting the pedals on?
Yep.
Oh, it does.
Getting those pedals put on.
This looks super nice. Very high quality. The brakes feel super good.
I like this little compartment you could stick stuff in because the battery goes up here.
Oh, look at this. Class 2, 750 watt, 20 mile per hour. So you're legal.
You are legal on the street.
That is awesome.
We got everything tightened up on the bike. Let's go over the specs and we're gonna head out on a ride. So we have a 750 watt rear hub driven motor. Keeps the bike super simple with this nice built-in basket. You can carry some stuff around. We have a 48 volt, 20 amp hour removable battery. You just pop the key in, turn it, and your battery slides right off, super simple. You also have a battery display on here so you can actually see what basic percentage your battery is at if you were charging it off the bike. Pop that back on, lock it into place, take your key out, and you're good to go. Let's look at this display. So you fire the bike up with the power button. We have our speed, our battery level, our odometer, and we actually have 3 different ride modes: eco, mid, and high. Just super cool. Most bikes of this type only have like a single ride mode, and it is the way it is. We have a thumb throttle, so you can just fire the bike up. Look how quiet and smooth that sounds. We have hydraulic disc brakes. These feel really nice, really supportive. We have very tactile buttons on the display, and over here we have a horn. It's a pretty cool horn. And we have a headlight. Look at this nice headlight. We also have a built-in tail light and brake lights. We have brake sensors connected. You can flash that. Keeps you safe out on the road. We have a kickstand on this side. We have nice pedals. The range on this bike is quoted at 56 miles in pedal assist mode when you are actually doing some work along with the electric motor. And then the range is quoted at about 25 miles for throttle power only. Let's head out on a ride. I think we really need to show what this bike can do, and I think it's gonna be a blast. You guys may be wondering, well, how much does this bike cost? On Yadea's website, it retails for $2,000. There'll be a link down in the description to head over to their website. If you guys are interested in this bike, it's a great place to purchase it. It's been great so far. Easy to assemble. Let's go see how it does out on the road. So my first impressions of the Trooper 1 are it's very smooth and quiet. The brakes feel really good, although they do need to be bed in. So that's something you have to do with all disc brakes. You have to just hold them consistently, slow down, it beds them in and makes them more powerful. The throttle feels good. It does have a slight delay when you push it to when the bike actually starts moving, but that's fine. That's a pretty normal thing with most of these e-bikes. It does have a pretty firm limit at 20 miles an hour. It doesn't go any faster than 20. Obviously you could try to pedal it faster than 20, but I think you're gonna be hard pressed because you gotta spin as fast as you can. The other thing I noticed is I'm pretty tall. I'm 6'3" and I'm all legs. And at the height that the seat is, it's hard for me to pedal, like to get a full rotation. My legs are just too cramped. So I'm just gonna be using the throttle for the most part, and that's just fine because this bike's smooth, feels good. The next thing I noticed is how comfy this seat is. It's huge, like I'm still on the seat and I'm sitting all the way back like that. It looks pretty goofy, but very comfy and padded. It's probably the most comfortable e-bike seat I've ever sat on. The tires feel really nice and smooth. The bike feels very solid, very well put together. It does have full suspension. It doesn't have a ton of travel, but that is just fine. It takes the edge off all these road bumps and makes it a nice smooth ride. And having less suspension travel is actually a good thing in this case, because more travel often means more play in the bike. It kind of flexes as you ride it, but it feels super solid and supportive and smooth. This bike also has a really high weight limit. It's like 331 pounds. So that's a really high weight limit. You can ride this if you're a bigger guy.
All right, this is Reed hopping on the bike for the first time, giving you my first impressions. Right as I sit on it, it's super comfy. It's a great size for me. I don't know if you noticed, but it looks super cool. How do you guys think it looks?
I think it looks awesome.
It looks really good. I love the all black. It looks like our Talaria X. The throttle is so smooth and quiet. All I can hear is my bike over there being loud. This steering feels so light and easy. It's awesome. It's a great handlebar height. Great size for me, being about 5'11". Lance bedded in these brakes a little bit, so let's test them out. Yeah, they're getting better. They work pretty good. Yeah. After you bed them in, they definitely work better. So we've been trying these modes out. There's 3 different modes, but we can't really tell a difference between the 3 modes, so that's a little strange. They all go pretty good. They go 20 miles an hour. It's got a nice headlight on there. We'll have to test that out at night. Dude, this bike is just so smooth and light. I love it. The shocks are taking these bumps pretty good. Pretty bad paved road here. Horns kind of a funny sound. I don't know if you can hear that. It's a very comfy bike. We need to get some more of these to cruise around the town. It's actually street legal. Our Talarias are not street legal, we just pretend they are. We haven't had any issues yet, so that's good. I don't know what else to say. This thing's sweet. Now that I pedal it more, my legs might be a little too long. Lance is 6'3", he was definitely too big. Let's see if Alex wants to hop on this.
That bike is doing really good, even going up this steep hill we've been going up. He's been almost holding 20, which is crazy because most bikes in this class can't do that going up a hill when they're limited to 20. So that is awesome.
All right, so for my first impressions, the bike's actually really smooth. The seat actually cushions you really well, and it's kind of long. I bet you could fit another small person back here. I'm really liking how light the bike actually is. It's only like 77 pounds. It really makes a big difference when just turning and climbing hills. The power's really there with the motor. It actually feels very similar to some $3,500 Super 73s that we've used to have. And for $2,000, I think this thing's a steal. It's really fun and it seems really well built. If you guys are interested in purchasing this bike, there's going to be a link down in the description, as well as all the other info about the bike. The company Yadea actually has a bunch of different scooter offerings and electric moped offerings. They've got all sorts of stuff. They're actually a pretty big company, but this is their first this kind of style of e-bike, and I think they did an amazing job. All right, guys, that's gonna finish it up. We're gonna wrap it up back at the house and give you our final thoughts.
That is gonna wrap up our review of the Yadea Trooper 1. It's been a blast to get out and ride, super easy to assemble. This bike is the whole package. I think it really is an incredible value for what you're getting. $2,000, hit that link in our description, go to Yadea's website, pick up one of these. You will not be disappointed. If you guys like this bike review, you'll have to subscribe. We've got more coming. We've got scooter reviews, and we also have lots of Talaria Sting electric dirt bike content. So hit that subscribe button. We'll catch you guys next video. See ya.